What is up guys, RyanAB here, and this is a guide on how to become a community god. If you're new to the Geometry Dash community, then this is the video for you. Let's start with some basic guidelines for the community. These are things that people generally don't like in the community. I can't say this enough. No level requests if it's not allowed in a stream or in the forums or something. If you're ever going to get noticed, it's best not to act like a complete idiot and be cancerous. Some get famous this way, but not usually famous for anything good. While it may seem tempting to be cancerous at times, it's best to be relatively non-cancerous to be loved by the community. Now that we have some basic guidelines down, let's jump into some Geometry Dash media sites. First, we are going to the biggest Geometry Dash media site. Can you guess what it is? I'm sure you guessed it. It's YouTube, of course. YouTube is practically overflowing with Geometry Dash players who love to share their content, me being one of them. The next biggest Geometry Dash media site, in my opinion, is Twitch, with many people willing to livestream their accomplishments to avoid accusations, as well as them creating a level, or just doing level requests. The last two I'm going to mention is the Geometry Dash forum and the official Geometry Dash Reddit. Both sites are good for discussion and less for just random things like level requests. The GD forum does have a shout box where you can say anything like in the Twitch chat. I cannot say much for the Reddit because I don't go there as often, but I've heard many good things about it. Now that we have all that info finished off, here's some tips to become known in this ever-changing community. First off, when selecting a username for Geometry Dash and other accounts, try to keep it something people can easily remember. You can make it something short and snappy that has a nice ring to it or a word that no one has ever heard of, like vibrant. As long as you don't make some long username with numbers no one is going to remember, like xx_cubejumper77458_xx. Of course, no one is going to be able to remember that or want to. Second thing you need to remember is that no one gets famous by doing nothing. Well, almost no one. You have to do something or be something memorable that people will associate with you. For example, most people in the community know Taran, my buddy in the community now, because he created a very good looking level called Reanimation. People associate Taran with Reanimation. Now, this might not be the easiest thing for everyone to do, to either be a good player or a good creator, so there are people that are famous just for knowing famous people and hanging in the community for a while. I feel as if that's where most people fit in to the community at the moment. This is not a bad thing, but if you truly want to be famous, it would be the best to choose either to be a hardcore player or a hardcore creator. There are very few cases of famous in-betweens. The way to reach the point of being famous is not to immediately assume that you can talk to famous people because you want to be famous. In my opinion, the key way is to start small, introduce yourself to other lower members of the community and become friends with them. This is how most people start, and usually both people begin to rise at a similar pace. The best thing you can do is make a good first impression, which means no cancerous memes until you have a little freedom to. Start too early and people have already labeled you as an idiot. My last bit of advice is to realize that you're not likely to become instantly known in the community, as this is a very huge community. The only thing you can do is to be everywhere, but not in an intrusive kind of way. Don't go showing up at Riot's house and tell them to shout you out or something. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, hit that like button. Yes, I know you're looking at that sexy thing. If you enjoy my content as a whole, I'd love you forever if you tapped, clicked, or face punched the subscribe button. Just don't lick it. It's weird. On a serious note now, I'm learning to edit videos a bit more, and I appreciate any support that comes by. Also remember to follow my Twitter for more shenanigans. I hope you liked the video. Peace!